And welcome back to another city update. I know it's been a while, but today I am combining two of my series city updates and using bad Lego pieces to build something good. Today I'm going to be adding things to my Lego city using bad Lego pieces. So without further ado, let's start the video. So let's start out right off the bat with the cream of the crop, pretty much the best thing I added to my city um, with, of course, the bad Lego pieces. And this one was a huge bad piece. As you see here, this huge, big gray base plate. Really could never find a use to it. But Luke's Legos helped me out a little bit. Came into my room and put this gray base plate here. And then I kind of added these blue plates right here. And it really just fits in. It makes it look like a rock mountain inside of the water. So I really like the way it looks, and it's a good use for this base plate. I never had been able to find a use before. Also inside of the rock area, I've added these little green, whatever plant things. They're just kind of weird looking, but it's a good use of these green tail pieces because I also never was able to find a use for them. I also added some of these ice cream pieces, or 3-ball pieces, whatever you want to say. They're actually 4-ball pieces. I have a cup full of them, so I need to use them up. And they're at Pick-a-Brick stores right now, but so I use them as smoke for this chimney. I think it's a really good use for them. Yeah. I made a video about this head a while back, but some of the newer viewers might not recognize it, but it's basically just a robot head, and it does actually open up. So it's pretty interesting, and I would just have it sitting on my shelf, so I just put it on the top of this random building, and it does use up two of these submarine doors, so that's why I've added it. I also added some random junky guys to the top of the Toy Story building. There's this random police guy and then the horse head in the back there. I've also added, using Bad Lego Pieces episode 2, I believe it was, to this set, to this city, not set. And it's just a pretty interesting little vehicle, and yeah, it was just sitting around, so I put it in the city, and it looks pretty nice. I've also added this little sun shelter type building that had this weird sand green piece, as well as some various sand green elements that were hard to use. So I kind of created them in a circle and added this sand green piece. So I really like the way that turned out. And in back of the city, you might remember this was kind of an empty space, so I decided to fill it up with these 3-leaved plant pieces. I really don't like them, so I decided to use up all the ones I had so I would never have to look at them again. And I really like the way that turned out, actually, and I used up a lot of flower pieces that I had just sitting around, and it worked out nicely. I also decided to add these pillar pieces to elevate my landing pad for spaceships that I had, and I added episode 3, I think it was, for Bad Lego Pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if you do, definitely will give a like to your comment and be happy to see that there's fans of using bad Lego pieces to build something good out there. I also added this lake back here using some medium blue plates that it was really hard for me to use them. Also a gold jumper and a lot of just various flower elements to the middle, which Luke's Legos again helped me with. Back here, I just used a lot of flower pieces that are really hard for me to use up. Also this fire pit, Luke's Legos also helped me out with that, so definitely helped me out with a lot of things back here and around the city, so check them out. Link will be in the description. Make some pretty good videos. But the fire pit just used up a lot of fire pieces that I never use. I also have this tree with orange studs. It's just basically a palm tree with orange studs on it. Behind this little bank slash cola the building has the cola advertisement on it. I added a little back room using a bottom of a lime green airplane piece. Grant Plaisted suggested that I add that, so I did, and it is the back of an airplane piece that I used kind of to make that nice curve, and then I used some windows too that are hard for me to use, and a couple more sand green elements that are hard for me to use. The little area also can have the roof taken off of it so you can see inside. I just have a bed in there right now. Some of these white fence pieces that I've had trouble using up, Luke's Legos set them up and put some frog pieces I also have trouble using up to kind of create a frog invasion idea. That's going to be it for this episode of using bad Lego pieces to build something good. Today I did it in my city, and let me know what you guys like more. Should I make both making Lego Star Wars mocks out of bad Lego pieces and city updates, or just one of them? Let me know down below in the comments. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. See you everyone next time.